Hello all. If you are a tech enthusiast or even not, you must have noticed an increasing number of wireless earbud models out there nowadays. Almost all gadget companies are trying to get or already have got a couple of their own models of earbuds in the market. You must also have noticed huge price differences across these different models. While some of them cost about 20,000 rupees, many models are also available at around 1000 rupees. In terms of dollars, we are talking about a difference of $10 versus 300 odd dollars. Why is there such a large price gap? It did make me curious, at least, curious enough to find some answers regarding how these models differ and in what ways do these expensive ones really stand out. And I did find some of the key cost driving factors of these expensive earbuds. Well, there are a couple of things which you can guess straight away or make out just by looking at the product itself. The factors like build quality, battery backup, playback time, touch controls, brand name, reliability, active noise cancellation, water resistant features, and many more such high-tech stuff, they do drive the prices higher. Of course, they have their own contribution to the cost factor. But in this video, I will talk about 3 lesser known factors which demand significant R&D efforts and drive the prices higher, and the factors that make the expensive ones clearly stand out from their cheaper counterparts. So first one is range. What is range? Let us consider a scenario where you are wearing the earbuds, connected to a phone, listening to audio or talking with someone over the phone. You can loosely define the range as how far you can go away from your phone wearing the buds without losing the connection. There are a couple of tight strings here which determines the range. You can say range is proportional to the measure of power transmitted from both phone and the buds. But of course you can't blast infinite energy, that is not possible. You might also be aware that buds and phone uses Bluetooth technology to communicate with each other. Here we have a regulatory body called Bluetooth Special Interest Group, which limits the maximum power that the phone and the buds can transmit. It also mandates the transmitted signals to have some decent quality, which is even harder to meet with higher power levels. Higher transmit power levels over prolonged intervals also has consequences on the battery life. The higher the power you keep transmitting over longer durations means the battery also drains so much faster and results in lower playback time. So there is significant engineering effort involved to ensure the devices can transmit higher power levels without failing regulatory limits or even without compromising on the battery life. Research also goes in to improve the earbud's sensitivity, as it is called, or its capacity to be able to pick up the least signal power levels transmitted from the phone and play them. So all these add up to R&D expenses. Second one is performance in presence of interferers or jammers. You may have spent hours of pleasant times with your earbuds at your home or similar quiet places. You may not have encountered any performance glitches, but have you ever noticed any difference in the quality of the sound at busy places like a metro station, subway terminal, or a shopping mall? You may have noticed the beautiful track you are listening to starts to chop a bit or even more quite often in such busy places. It might be more evident if the phone is kept in your back pocket or in a carry bag or a backpack. Well, that is because in places like subway terminals and shopping malls, there are usually a lot of wireless devices which are operating simultaneously, be it Wi-Fi routers, wireless repeaters, others using their phones, their wireless Bluetooth gadgets. These act as sources of interference, they act as noise, and mess with the signals used for communication between the phone and the earbuds. Higher noise levels degrades the signal to noise ratio, making it harder for both the phone and the buds to talk to each other. You can try listening to audio using different types of buds in such busy places and count the chops to gain a sense of or to gauge which earbuds are better. Quality research work and extra efforts involved to ensure the buds are robust and efficient even in such noisy environments, adds to the cost factor of the earbuds. Okay, third one is latency. Latency is this factor which determines after your click on the phone or any other gadget how soon the earbuds really start to play out the audio for you. Latency is also one of the good metrics to assess the earbuds. Let us consider a scenario to better understand how it is a significant factor for wireless earbuds in particular. Connect your gadget with your buds and play a fast-paced video game involving lots of audio. If your ears are sensitive enough, you will notice that the earbuds are not playing the audio in real time. They usually have some lag of the order of a few hundreds of milliseconds. Depending on your ear's sensitivity, you may or may not perceive it. Earbuds generally have some built-in buffers. When you play some track, these buffers are filled first with incoming frames, and the earbuds play a slightly delayed version of the track through their speakers. Delays of few milliseconds cannot be perceived easily if you are only listening to music. You may not even perceive the lag if you are watching a movie. But the lag will be evident if you are playing a fast-paced video game with a heavy audio stream. To clearly sense the difference, try playing the same game in a subway terminal or shopping mall in presence of large interferers. Needless to say, it is very tricky and challenging to achieve minimum latency, and it takes the best brains out there and smart schemes to minimize the latency. I say minimize because latency can never be made zero for wireless earbuds. That's it for this video, folks. If you like the content, please like, share and subscribe. Also, please leave down a comment below if you want me to cover any such technical topics. Your support is appreciated. Thank you.